Ladies and gentlemen, peoples of all kinds, and I do mean all kinds, welcome to Season 2, Episode 2 of Losing Our Marbles, a talk for two. At 2 p.m., I squeezed as many twos as I could. Speaking of two, this person's had two movies, in addition to many comic book appearances. And it is my great pleasure, ladies and gentlemen, to introduce to you now the Merb with a mouth, DeadPoolPlays.
That's a Merc with a twerk.
Merc with a twerk? All right, well,
Merc with a twerk, baby.
Merc with a mouth, Merc with a twerk. It all goes. It all goes.
I don't know. Our mustache rides free?
That for you, obviously.
Oh, good. I'm glad.
I would never shy away from the opportunity.
Oh, now we're talking.
Good stuff.
What's
good
up,
stuff.
guys? How are you guys doing?
I think they're filled with trepidation. Honestly, they think they're as nervous as I am right now.
It's gonna be weird. Don't say foul language often. Oh no. Foul language is safe for my streams.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Well, welcome in. Thank you for being here. It's good to have you on the show.
Thank you for having me.
I have some questions. You have some questions.
I do.
Let's start off with a little bit of a background question here. And by background, I don't mean your history. I mean like actually behind the scenes background. Streaming with gloves on and the inability to see clearly. What's that like?
It's a challenge every day. So basically, if you were trying to be Helen Keller on stream, that would be the opportunity that I'm giving you. It's very opportunistic. You know what I mean? You've got to read chat between these little teeny eye holes. It's fun. It's fun. Sometimes I read stuff a little foully, and then people make fun of me, and then I just come back at them with banter. It's okay. We'll get it done.
It's just a content factory, is what it is.
Yeah, it gives me more content. How
they've,
about yourself?
I mean,
how did you find marbles?
I don't read chat long enough, but for marbles for me, I just found it. I was looking for something that was wide open. I got in between season 6 and season 7. There wasn't a lot going on the streamer side of things, and I was like, let's do this. And I just went all in.
I just thought you were attracted to balls.
I mean, there's a little bit of therapeutic kind of Taoist meditation to it, just seeing balls roll down a track. I get to
Yeah,
dress
I figured
the
you were
balls
magnetized to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, for sure.
I mean, I do like them too myself.
There's an appeal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it's really not that easy to see. It's very how do you say, challenging at sometimes to catch everything. There's a lot of chat going on, and I'm trying to keep everybody entertained at the same time, and it's
right.
It tends to be a little potty mouth sometimes because I just go with it.
Yeah, I struggle to keep up with chat just in a normal configuration, so I can only imagine a higher handicap, as it were.
Now typing, on the other hand, oh, now that's a pain. Could you imagine? Put these on and try to control a mouse.
I actually did some Deadpool nails. I could kind of make a Deadpool face out of it, kind of.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Dots and the red. I tried. You know, did
That's
it for you.
Awesome.
Did it for you. Thought you'd like it.
No, Helen Keller was just straight deaf. She couldn't even talk to you. But she was smart as a whip.
Wrote a book, if I recall. Good stuff. So speaking of gloves and not being able to see, your suit looks a little worn. Your elbow pads have hit the dirt a couple times.
Yeah, it's been over a
fabric's wearing
year.
A little thin. Any news on that front?
Yeah, so we're getting the professional grade Deadpool 2 suit. It should be in here around November 8th at the latest. The whole fit is going an upgrade. We're getting down to the big blue rubber masturbating shoes.
Fantastic.
Oh yeah.
Fantastic.
We've ordered
I somehow
beautiful...
feel like blue Crocs are more appropriate. Just
blue Crocs are way more appropriate.
just
How could you not come into your house and get into blue Crocs? It's just amazing.
It just seems to fit. Seems to fit. Oh, so is it going to be like full leather, everything? Like it's full super deal?
It is. It is. It is full leather.
That's going to
It is full
smell
leather.
delightful.
Oh yes.
On
Could
the
you imagine the
inside?
fun? It's like famunda meets fish. It's a
Good
little
stuff.
Aussie reference if you didn't catch it.
Mmm.
Famunda from down under.
Mmm.
Oh, it's gropingly pleasant in the nose. Have you ever had your nose hairs curl? Yeah, that's what happens.
Well, we're on the topic, so let's go for it. Speaking of fish smells, if I may be so bold.
Yep.
If you could fuck any DC character, which one would it be?
Oh, Deathstrike.
Deathstrike? I could
Oh,
see
yes.
that. I could see that.
Oh man, that man, he's his banter is unpronounced.
I kind of saw you for more of like a Nightwing kind of guy.
Nightwing.
I could see Deathstrike.
I mean, if you flock of a feather, you know what I mean. You could flock together, but he doesn't seem to float my fancy.
Yeah, he's probably already got a thing for Batman anyway, so you probably don't have a chance.
Yeah, you know. So, what made you choose tilting of all things to do?
Of all things to do.
Of all things to do in marbles, what made tilting be the fancy of your cockles?
I mean, the short answer being, holding everyone's balls in my hands really is just a position of control I really enjoy possessing on a regular
I just thought it was because
basis.
you were a little off.
I mean, could be. Could be.
Off tilter, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's a funny pun there.
Did you ever play the wooden labyrinth game when you were a kid? It had like a X and Y axis, and there was a metal ball bearing, and you had to get it through like a wooden maze, and there were holes in it. You had to like
Maybe
tilt the
I
surface.
don't remember.
I played a lot of that
Funny.
as a kid, and Tilted is very much in that kind of realm of finesse and finagling, as it were. So,
I mean, I felt like I played a lot of Mario Brothers when I was a kid.
okay,
You know.
okay, not
Pong.
not quite
Pong.
the same thing.
I'm showing my age. Pong.
Yeah, not quite the same thing. I was around for SNES. That was like when I first started getting it, but I was a computer gamer from the very beginning. Visual Basic, C++, the good stuff. Back when you had to like manually put in folder directories and execute exes individually. Those were good times. Good times back then.
Yeah.
Good times. Age is something debated among you of how old you might actually be. I mean, there's obviously you were created, but you were born at some point before you were created as Deadpool.
Absolutely.
And over the years, you've experienced a lot. How many times have you needed to regenerate your dick?
Oh, there's been several times where the ladies have gotten a little too frisky. Biting is always enabled.
I usually don't enjoy teeth when teeth are involved.
I've never steered away from a biter. You know what I
Okay.
mean? We like the pain.
Fair enough. Get it, just a real strong grip there.
Oh yeah.
Considering the crowd you run with, that is a very risky business, I must say.
Well, I mean, when you can regenerate, you don't shy away from anything.
Yeah, I mean that might actually make you more available to a lot of kinks. If you think about it.
When you're pansexual, you got to get with it.
Certain fantasies some people might have that normal human beings might not be able to endure or entertain. You do have a bit of a knack for that. So, any request you've had that was maybe obviously never going to be too far for you, but something that kind of pushed your boundaries, something you weren't quite comfortable with?
No, I've always been available for every question. Nope.
Nope. Just like, yo, that sounds like something I'd enjoy. I'm in. Let's do it.
I mean, when you're open to all, as long as you're not being all sensitive on me, I'm good.
That's good. A screamer or a puncher? Which one are you?
More of a screamer. I like to stretch my vocals. You find yourself a biter or more of a pillow hugger?
Pillow hugger for sure. I'm a cuddler.
Pillow hugger, yeah.
I could cuddle all day, every day. Absolutely.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah. I'm not ashamed of it.
So what made you get into streaming?
There was it's actually a fitting question because there's a man similar to you by the name of Grimlust who
Hmm.
just unapologetically will be themselves and gives no shits. Just a straight shooter, open book kind of a guy who I respect. And I was helping him make YouTube videos, and he was streaming, so I started streaming, and it just kind of kept working out. Did some StarCraft 2, did some Hearthstone, and then moved into marbles. So
Nice,
it
nice.
was.
So balls was all you were aimed at the end of the day.
I tried to deny it. I tried to go around it, but every avenue I went down just felt empty. And then as
Yeah.
soon as I found the marbles, I was in.
You just needed to fill your life with a lot of balls.
Yep.
I got it.
Yep.
It was all the fame and fortune, right?
Not even. I just, I'm a cheap whore at heart. I would do it for free if I didn't need to pay to live. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, no. At the end of the day, it's fun for me. It's at the same time I don't need the revenue, but at the same time I have fun. It's not at the end of the day. Like you guys got to realize it's very hard to do this content. It is not as easy. You guys all think that it's fun and games until somebody gets hurt, but hey, it's not. It's not easy. At the end of the day, I am very torn between a lot of things, between uh TikTok, between YouTube content, between creating, between video editing, between working a real 9 to 5.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
It's a struggle. It's a struggle. And so when people get upset with me for not streaming, I'm like, you really need to realize there's a lot going on. There's a lot going on behind the tank. I mean, the circle jerk session gets really deep. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Got to keep a lot of customers happy, especially the producers. They are very demanding, very demanding.
Absolutely,
I
absolutely.
actually have a question in that line. Is that if you were ever successful enough in one avenue where you didn't need your 9 to 5, would you go for it?
Absolutely. Absolutely. In a heartbeat. In a heartbeat. This is what I want to do for the rest of my life anyway. This is what I want to do, and this is where I have fun. This is where I exploit things that I've never been able to exploit in my life, and I have fun with it. We just made part of a American Dad stream team, which is really huge for us.
Oh,
Um, yeah,
very
yeah,
nice.
American Dad. Yeah. He is a very big. I've always looked up to Doctor Disrespect and American Dad. American Dad more for his sarcasticness and
Hmm.
punchlines, and Doctor Disrespect for his content and his video editing and his just overall natural ability to create this unique experience that you get to engulf yourself in every time you stream with him.
For sure.
And the no fucks given. The no fucks given is
It's
has to be a,
it's
you know what I
key.
mean?
It is
It's
key.
key.
Absolutely key. I find so there are some like sensitive, uh, popular streamers and mainstream streamers, but I always feel like they're very shrewd business people behind the scenes, right? Like as the personality, they're sensitive and very good at managing a community and everything like that. But I would imagine if you ever got like in a boardroom with them or something, going over a contract, they would be like cutting you to ribbons. I really think there's a certain element of that cutthroat, no fucks given kind of
You
mentality
have to. You
required to
have to at the
succeed.
end of the day. You have to. There's just so many things going behind it. If you can't be sensitive to people telling you, you have to watch your own content back. If you want to be a good streamer at the end of the day, watch your content back. If
Yeah,
you can't stand to watch yourself, how do you expect anybody at the end of the day to watch you?
I say the
You
exact
know what I
same
mean?
thing. I mean, to be fair, for people like us, it's easy to watch ourselves because we do it all the time anyway.
Well, I mean, all the
Full
circle
length
jerk
mirrors in the
sessions, it's kind of
bedroom,
fun.
video
I
recordings.
mean, I
It's
get
just
Randy all the time. I get a fucking big stiffy watching myself back.
that's right. It's easy to do.
Mm.
Actually,
Morning Wood is
with
Morning
the
Wood is amazing.
that's part of why I do the nail painting is I can pretend it's not my hand from time to time.
Oh yeah, you can get the stranger danger.
Good
Oh,
stuff. Good stuff. So in that community realm, um, of like being cutthroat but still needing to kind of maintain a community and foster a support network, what do you define as a support network? Is it just a couple people in your personal life? Is it an actual functional hierarchy in your online community? Like, what would you actually label as a support network?
I find myself with the support network of Snap Squad Gaming. My partnership with HeadSnap and everything like that. It's been a great partnership. I've never looked away from it. He's a great fucking person. Phantom Llama Gaming, all of them. Grim LV, the Geeks of Retro, all of them are a great support system. And Miss Waffles, who's been in this community for I don't know for how long. I mean, she's the grandma
Since
of marbles.
the beginning.
She's the grandma of marbles. She's been around since like day one, I think. I mean, grandma falls asleep sometimes watching streams. Sometimes she falls asleep during the streams. Who knows? But hey, no, all of these people, freaking trips, all of the people that come hang out with us backstage, who support us, who come hang out with us, watch us do our thing backstage. Gaia, we got a lot of VIPs that come hang out with us backstage, and they're a great support group. They follow us from stream to stream, and they enjoy what we do. And they don't just come for the show; they come for the backstage presence too. And that's a great thing to have around you. Everybody's circle jerking each other off, everybody rubbing each other off, everybody giving a little lick to everybody's butthole. It's all fun in games until somebody gets hurt. You know what I mean?
We were almost serious for a second. We were that close to getting serious. Nope.
Oh man.
Turd right. All right.
Taint tickling is a little off.
Just to as a disclosure, this is nothing I haven't admitted on stream previously, so this is already old news. But I've tried things in the bedroom, as it were. I'm not a fan of going in. Around, you can have. Outside, you can do whatever you want. Just the inside, it just doesn't do anything for me. I don't know.
If you do go inside, just never go ass to mouth.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely not. Definitely not.
You got to give a couple brush sessions first, you know what I mean?
Something. Listerine, maybe a quick bath, something. Gotta flush it out.
Oh, man.
Gotta flush it out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, just. Do you think it's because I haven't experienced it in the right way, or do you think it's just not for some people?
The douche procedure is process one.
Yeah, that's definitely. I'm a clean freak, and that might be the biggest hurdle for sure.
Yes. You have to make sure that is very cleanly.
Really flush that out.
Yeah.
I'll have to try it sometime. Say, no, wait.
Oh.
Deadpool told me this was a good way to do this. Just bear with me for a minute. Excuse me while I get into a compromised, hunched over position.
Hunched over position? I thought that was your normal position.
Ooh. Oh, he's throwing punches early. I see.
So how many of you guys think that this guy reminds you of A Million Ways to Die? You guys, if you do not know of A Million Ways to Die, this guy reminds me
it's a good movie.
Of A Million Ways to Die. And if you do not know A Million Ways to Die, you need to go out and see this movie, because the mustache song.
I'll say that is it was written about me. It's
completely Shen's TV.
It was written about me. It really is. It really is.
Oh my God! If you haven't seen it, you need to go see it.
It's actually,
and then come back to Shen's, because you will
A lot of people didn't like that movie, but I actually thought it was, as a dark comedy, it did it pretty well. It wasn't actually that dark of a dark comedy. It was actually like a nice middle of the road dark comedy, and I think it was actually done really well. I don't know why so many people were not happy about it. Weird people. Can we talk about weird people? What's some weird people you've had to put in their place? You don't have to use like names or anything, but just like a situation or something.
Almost every stream. I mean, there was some person that told me, did I make my own outfit because it was crap? And I said I had to tell him his mom made it for me while I was tagging her up.
Sharp as attack, this guy.
She was sewing away while I was beating it up. You know what I mean? It's all good. I said, that's okay.
Better than watching TV. That's the big one, right?
Hey, at least she was excited the whole time.
Right.
You know what I mean?
When they start watching TV, then you're like, oh my God, this is a problem.
Oh, don't act like your girl's never thought about laundry while you've been hitting it on.
Laundry. So on that topic, how do you keep stream fresh? You don't stream every day, which is something I should probably learn to do. Um, I've gone the other way. I've decided to have so many things to do that I actually have a different series for every day of the week. So it's just constantly something different each day for me, which I do not advise at all. It is 0 out of 10. Would not again. So how do you approach that with, as you said, you've got lots of stuff going on in the personal life, you've got the job, you've got other projects. So where does the freshness maintain itself, where you don't just end up doing the same thing every stream?
Sometimes it's called what is that stuff called? After breeze or something? What is it? Summer breeze? Summer breeze stays you fresh all the time. I mean, it's a great douche. It'll take care of anything. But no, most of the time go ahead.
As a kid, those commercials where it was like the mom and daughter talking about staying fresh, I thought it was just like a perfume commercial. Like it went right over my head. And then one day I finally found out that every single one of those commercials is about a douche product. And I was like,
yeah,
the whole time! Like, the whole time!
Yeah, you know how nonchalant they were back then,
right.
too?
It's just like, Mom, how do I stay fresh? And I was like, oh, innocent commercial. Daughter asking her mother, should I wear deodorant or brush my teeth or something? No.
Yeah, no. It was a douche commercial.
Like daughters often do with their mothers, regular, daily, casual conversations about their genital hygiene. Absolutely.
You've never had anything worse when they both on that time of the month, though. It's like a tag team duo, man. It's like being in WWE and getting super SummerSlammed by two women. It's not fun.
And here I thought you'd be into something like that.
Hey, if it's fun and kinky, yes, but not when it's your daughter and your wife. You know what I mean?
It's the emotional damage, right?
Dude, oh my God, the mental pain. It's like having your head in a vice for too long and wondering when they're gonna stop cranking it down.
Yeah. Great scene from Casino, by the way. Have you seen the movie Casino?
Oh yeah.
Oh, one of my favorites. Absolutely love it. You would have done very well in that environment.
Yeah.
You could
absolutely
give Joe Pesci a run for his money.
Oh yeah.
That would be a movie. Joe Pesci and Deadpool.
Joe Pesci and Deadpool.
You would have to be the sidekick, unfortunately. I don't think
I would have to be the sidekick?
I think you'd have to be the sidekick. I don't think Joe Pesci would have room.
Well, he'll have room in his mouth or later if I keeps it up. We could fill those little chubby cheeks like a chipmunk.
Fan art abounding.
So, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
So, with the mustache, are you trying to join the elite crew of famous mustaches? Groucho Marx, John Waters, Tom Selleck, Hulk Hogan, Geraldo Rivera, Charlie Chaplin, Freddie Mercury, Burt Reynolds?
It was difficult choosing a mustache, I have to say, because most good mustaches are already taken. This is close to Salvador Dali. Now, Dali actually used the outside of the mustache, whereas it's an overgrown Hitler mustache, in all honesty. If you shaved it with a number 2 razor or a number 2 shaver, it would be a Hitler mustache. It'd just be a little stripe in the middle, and that's it. So it's technically an overgrown Hitler mustache, which hasn't really been done, to my knowledge. So I'm going for it. We're bringing it back in a new way. Giving it the 2020 update. It's been out of style for 80 years. I think it's time for a revival. Why does one bad man get to own an entire look? Seriously.
You're right. I mean, it can't be, You're just trying to bring that wild west look back.
I do this quite often in stream, and people are like, that's a white power symbol. It's like, no, it's not. They don't get to own this. This is in every culture. You don't get to own this as a stupid organization of losers. You don't own anything. I don't get it. I don't get it.
Good question. What is your most memorable moment in Marbles so far?
My most memorable moment in Marbles so far? I think we're getting there, actually. So Bax and I have been doing Record Hunters. And
nice.
every stream is more ridiculous than the last stream. and I think it's getting there. So, to be determined. But as of
Ooh, to
right
be
now, if I had to
determined.
pick my like most memorable moment, is probably the triple time lapse I did. So, I was doing a tilt session with the ignorance character, and I set up something as like an interaction. And I didn't like clue the chat in or anything. I just did it. So it seemed like I was just like talking to someone that wasn't there. And then about an hour
Right.
later, I watched back the clip and filled in the other half of the conversation and set up another conversation with a third recording of. And then an hour later into that stream, I watched that clip back with the two of them in it, and I was the third one in it. And I had this 3-layered over 3 hours setup joke, and I fucking nailed it. And it's actually a video
Nice.
on YouTube if you want to check it out. But that's probably right now. That's the one I'm most proud of, like live stream moment for
So
sure.
you're just quick witty. You were just on the nail
Just
every
nailed
single
it
time.
3 times in a row over 3 hour period. Just nailed it. Boom, boom, boom.
Came in like a hammer.
Speaking of nailing things 3 times, yeah, Head Snap is
Oh.
often in your stream. There's a good banter between the two of you.
Oh yeah.
I want to expand this a bit further than just you specifically, because there is a stream team, and I think
Yes.
you've had a history with a couple stream teams. And I was just wondering, like, your comments on the good and bad of stream teams, or just some insight you could offer to other people who either are in a bad stream team or are thinking of starting to get into a stream team and don't know what to expect. What insight do you have into that kind of community?
If you find a stream team, you got to find a like-minded stream team. Like you got to find them with the want and the will to like future everybody around you, and hopefully that they have good and great content in most of their team members. I mean, don't get me wrong, you're always going to have a new streamer out there who is part of a stream team. The problem is when you're having somebody like when you're allowing somebody to join your stream team, you want to make sure their content is fairly good out there, you know what I mean, before they get a chance to join the team. So you want to make them evolve before they join our team. And what I've noticed about joining other stream teams is that, like American Dads, and nothing bad to say about it. Again, there's a lot of very noobish streamers out there, and they're some not even affiliate,
Right.
and I find that hard to swallow. It just kind of seems like you're allowing everybody to join,
Right.
and there's no dog. There's no dog there.
Riding the
It's
coattails, as it were.
it's his team. If he wants to do that, that's fine.
Right.
But I would like if I have a team, which I do in Snap Squad Gaming, I want it to be evolved streamers. I want it to be streamers that are trying to make better for themselves.
Right.
And I always allow them to be an affiliate first of the team before they actually make the team.
Right.
So once they've evolved themselves into the team, I feel like they've come with better content.
And that's something I've noticed. Like there's stream teams that don't really mean anything because anyone can join in, and then there's other stream teams where it's like, oh dang, these 5 guys are like crushing it, like holy crap, right? So
Right,
that makes sense. That like trying to preserve the meaning of your team as an identity rather than just being a network of individuals.
Right, and I have another separate squad. We started a Modern Warfare group over there for Snap Squad. There's a Call of Duty area for them, and I put a certain streamer that I like, who's a really good Call of Duty player, in charge of that, and he does the what is that called, the
Moderating?
professional. No, he does the professional Call of Duty tournaments.
Oh, okay, commentator.
No, he does the real tournaments. He's that good.
The pro gamer, just a straight.
Yeah,
up.
he's a pro. He's doing the pro gamer
pro
tournaments. Pro gamer tournaments, and he's getting his elite crew, and he runs them back to me and says, "Hey, check out this streamer, see what you think of him, and let me know if I can allow him to be part of the stream team."
Right.
And I think that's a fun thing. It's community. It allows everybody. You don't have to be a Marvel streamer to join Snap Squad.
Right. Right.
Okay.
Just bring the hype.
It's not. Yeah, just bring the hype. Bring the
hype.
content.
That's what's great about marbles is that you can make it all about marbles, which is kind of what I did with my stream. But really, you could it's one of those things like teaching, right? If you can stream, you can stream anything. If you can teach anything, right? So
Right.
it doesn't matter really what you're streaming. It's just whether or not you can stream. And a big part of that is just bringing the hype, drawing an audience.
So what do you do to revamp your streams on most of the time? Like, what do you do? How much time do you actually spend on like trying to make custom things and things of content that you bring to the table on a daily basis? Because it's not an easy thing to be creative.
Production value is the new avenue I'm exploring. I know I've needed to do it for a long time. I just haven't had the time or the resources to do it. But I'm starting to get a little more higher in the production value for sure. But I've always been content oriented. So being an idea man, I prioritize having good ideas, which is kind of where all the weekly seasons or weekly series have been coming from. So the talk show that we're on right now, Teaching, Tilting, Ask a Builder Anything, Thursday Flair, 1 hour tracks, the new Derby, the Record Hunters, all that is just the way, like, if something's not doing well, I find out, like, I dissect it, right? It's kind of like mulching the chaff and getting that fertilizer to grow the next better idea. So, like, really
we know
dissect
how much
it.
he likes. We know how much he likes shafts.
Just had to get it in there. Just had to
What do you
get it in there.
mean? Don't act like you don't like stroking the shafts. I mean, you've been playing with shafts all your life. It's not the first time.
But yeah, so it's just like really figuring out what was it that I liked about it, and then finding out why it wasn't working, and then trying to find a new way to implement that idea so that it does work.
Right.
And that's kind of like the commentary. The commentary by itself as a grind didn't work because it wasn't frequent enough to get points for the grinders, and it wasn't stimulating enough for the chat that just wanted to like carry a conversation. So I had to revamp it into new ideas like Thursday Flair, 1 hour track, Record Hunters.
So you had to add a little Viagra.
Yeah, you gotta. If it's not performing, you gotta take a supplement. It's that
A
simple.
little Viagra, a little lube, and he got back into it right away.
Did you see the Adam Sandler when he was the host on SNL, and he did that
No.
commercial for the male suppository?
Oh yeah, I did.
I love that.
Oh, that-
It
my
makes
God.
so much sense. It's like it doesn't have to be like a medicine. It's just, just the fact that it's there.
I mean, sometimes a rectal exam is all you need.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Good stuff. Any questions relevant to any of the
So,
diverse
are you
topics?
mad that beards? Are you mad that beards are taking over in 2020? Is that just so? So I guess that means that mustache rides are overrated, and it's more like beards are more like the handlebar for the next 2020.
I don't know. I think the ladies have enjoyed the mustache and will continue to do so.
I don't know. Beards are coming up in the 2020.
They are,
man.
they are. And, I used to have like a nice, closely shaved kind of chin strap thing going, and I might do that back again. Right now I'm trying to grow this out so I can like braid it or at least get some beads around it or something to get it nice.
And dad bods are in now.
Shaped
With
it
you
up.
with that thin skeleton, I don't know.
Hey, well, we'll see. If it doesn't work, I'll go back to the chin strap. I'm open to
You got to put on a few
variability there.
pounds too, man. They like the dad bods now.
The best thing I heard about that social commentary of beards coming back is facial hair is like the last realm that males have control in these days. It's like their last ditch grasp onto to control. It's just, they don't have any real power in society anymore other than what's still remaining in the hierarchy that's quickly dissolving. So it's like facial hair is like their last realm of male dominance and control. That's why they're so popular right now.
iFollow says, I like your Spider-Man costume. Hey, your mom made it for me. It's okay. She's a good content creator. She made
tried.
this suit really
She
nice
tried
for
real
me.
hard.
She tried to make a Deadpool. She made a Spider-Man.
Hard
It's
to do when
okay.
she's constantly rocking back and forth.
Yeah, you know what I mean? When her head's banging against the wall for too long, you know what I mean? And the constant O face. Yeah, it's a hard session.
So
I told her Deadpool. She went with Spider-Man. She was doing it under, distress. It's all good.
it's fine.
She was happy about it at the end of the day.
It's fine.
Anyway.
So in that realm of kind of production value and creativity, your TikTok is crazy. I found out about it yesterday, and I've watched all your videos since then. And It's good stuff. It's good stuff.
Is it?
How
Like it?
how do you decide? Because I have been playing with a couple different ideas I could do on TikTok, and I haven't committed to any of them yet. So how do you decide, like, this is a good thing to do for the TikTok, or this is a bad idea, I will never do this?
I try to take what's funny and try to create that as funny as I can, as most interesting as I can. Uh, Sometimes it takes 4 or 5, 20 takes. I don't know, 150 takes. Sometimes you just got to be willing to do it over and over again.
Oh,
And
yeah.
sometimes, like I said, where the content creation becomes hard is that I'm spending 4 or 5 hours doing TikToks in the suit, mind you. Can't breathe. Okay. I mean, it's not like I've not done it before with my eyes and mascara running down while I'm, gobbling on a good, 2-foot sausage. But still, at the same time, you got to remember, it's not easy. It's not easy. And I want to create original TikToks, so that's my future. So I bought a camera as well, and I want to do like YouTube contents, like Deadpool does life.
Mhm.
That's my future. I want to do some YouTube on, so Deadpool changes his transmission. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And
Yep.
and make that comedic, and make that be something else. So I have ideas. It's implementing the ideas with a dating 9 to 5. That's
Yeah.
not easy.
Yeah. For sure. I know the pain. Bax and I have talked about it at length, for sure. I think for me, a standalone camera would be a really good investment, because there's a lot I could do with having an additional good quality camera that's got, depth of field and focus features and all those things you actually need in a camera. That's beyond just a phone. And the phone camera's good, but it only gets you so far.
As long as you get past the anal raping that they're doing right now because of the COVID-19.
Well, yeah.
I mean,
Stay
Jesus.
safe.
I think my camera is now worth like ridiculous amounts of money now. The Brio is like $200 and something now.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like, oh my God. I paid $149.
Demand's up, man. Demand's up. Everyone's doing online stuff now, so everyone needs a camera. I would do the same thing if I was a camera producer.
Absolutely. I'm not saying that they're wrong. As business people, they're definitely doing what's right for their business. But if my butt doesn't feel a little sore at the end of the day, and I feel like I could use a ball gag, that's getting a little harsh,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I feel like it's taken a little advantage of, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, a little bit. It's got to be consensual, right? That's
right.
The
It's got to be consensual. If I say pineapples, you have to stop.
Right. Right. And that doesn't mean add more pineapples. That means
no. It means
stop.
safe word. Stop.
Have you tried a pineapple? Just out of curiosity. That's got to be an interesting experience.
Pineapples are just kind of my way of saying I don't like it. I mean, have you ever had a pineapple on pizza? It isn't the greatest thing in the world.
Pixel would disagree, but I'm half Italian. I grew up in the suburbs of Italian Philadelphia.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't belong on pizza.
Don't you dare. Don't you dare.
No.
I have a hard enough time just with any toppings. Like if I do like a Neapolitan, then I can get fancy. I can do like the artichoke hearts and the maitake mushrooms and the anchovies and the spinach, and then I can do it. But if it's just pizza, like I don't even want pepperoni on it. Like just give me good pizza. It shouldn't need, I mean, it's, more meat is always welcome, but it shouldn't need the meat, right?
Well, we all know how much he likes his meat. More meats are always okay. The more the meat, the merrier. The bigger smile on his face.
Do you think Pizza Hut, or what? No, it had to be. It was Domino's, right? Do you think Domino's knew what they were doing when they said meat lovers? Do you think they knew what they were doing with that ad campaign? I feel like they knew.
Absolutely.
I feel like
Absolutely.
They knew. They had to know.
Absolutely.
Because it's delivery, right? Who's getting pizza?
I mean, come on, look at Arby's. We have the meats.
Gives roast beef a whole new name.
You know, somebody's compensating for something, right?
Let's go back to this idea of production value, because as we established, like fostering the community, giving back to the community, very important, and something I call community charity, right? So if someone who's just new to streaming comes to me and they're like, "Hey, I want to start streaming, can you help me out?" I'll give them an hour or two, right? I'll help them out.
Mhm.
But it seems like there needs to be a line you draw for yourself where like you either have to start charging money or just say, look, you got to figure the rest of this out on your own. I gave you the start you need, kind of a thing, right?
Mhm.
So, um, do you? I'm sure you do, but do you agree with that idea of like community charity? And do you think it's important to draw a line? And where would you draw that line?
Well, as a content creator, you know as well as I do that your time is very valuable.
Right.
But while you're a loving and caring person, you still show people with great support and great love for your stream some a little personable time. So a little time that you allow them to talk one on one, hang out, and if they say they're starting to stream, you go, okay, well I can give you some advice, and if they want anything from you, you know, you might dabble with a few things that you give them. But they also got to remember your time is very, very, very busy, and while I'm sure that they don't understand that fully, um, everybody needs to be really aware that your life is very hectic as it is as a streamer, as a content creator, especially anybody with a YouTube, TikTok, all this fun stuff up on the board. So, and if you make graphics too, holy hell,
Dude.
now you've got a bigger field,
Yeah.
okay? Because I do all my own graphics. I do all my own graphics for other people too. I do it for HeadSnap. I do it for LTD. I do it for other people too. So when I donate a emote or something to you guys, I don't expect much from it other than just a thank you and some love and support, as I always do. But at the end of the day, I don't intentionally need you guys to pay me. But you do have to realize I can't do it all the time.
Right.
It can't happen all the time. And so when people ask me nowadays, when they say, "What is it going to take to get you to do it?" You got to remember that even though you're paying me, my time is very,
Yeah,
very,
you're
very
you're
crunch.
not giving me more time. You're just giving me more money. I still have
Right,
the same
right,
time to work in. That
right.
hasn't changed.
Right, right. And so I have a lot of people coming to me with that and making emotes and making starting screens and stuff like that now. So I do that.
Yeah,
I do that.
I've had.
When I get a chance though. They got to remember it's when I get a chance. When I stop playing myself in the back of the session with my little dunce cap on, then I'll come over and I'll see what I can work up. You know, I got to brainstorm first, you know. Sometimes there's a little spank session.
Yeah, yeah, because I've with
I
the
get my best ideas in the spank session.
1 hour maps that I create each season. I've had a couple people that request to do like an event of them, and I've been giving them all the files so that they can run it on their event. And I'm starting to think like maybe I should charge for that because like each one of those maps is at least 30 hours of my life. So I feel like it wouldn't be too much to ask for like a $5 or $10 package deal for all 4 maps currently available or something like that line. So that's what I'm talking about. Like, where do you draw the line? Where do you feel like you have to recoup something for your efforts?
I feel like anytime that somebody comes to you basically with a option, like say like when I came to you guys and I said, hey guys, I want you guys to host a tournament of building maps for me, one
Right.
map each one of you guys, and the pot is a nice pot. Do you mind? Now you don't have to go into it, but there should be something to compensate you at the end of the day for doing all that effort. You know what I mean? You won it. It was great. It was phenomenal. You know what I mean? Yours was
To
the
go
most creative
both ways through 2 unicorns. I mean,
hey, you won that with the troll factor alone. Like you were the most trolly map builder I have ever met in my life.
some
Like there's
fake
nobody that
unicorns.
out trolls Shen's TV.
Fake
Okay?
unicorns.
The poop shooting your marble out of it, that was great. Like there's nobody that out trolls Shen's. Like hands down, this man out trolls Shen.
Deathluck's
Maps
trying.
are super trolly.
The problem with
he's trying.
Deathluck is he hasn't built up enough clout as a respected, like, polished builder. Like, I sneak him in, right? Most of the time, you're like, oh, dag, look at this crazy off the hook Shen's track, and then every once in a while, you're like, what the fuck is this? Like, you can't just be all about the troll. You gotta sneak the troll in. And I think that's where it comes in.
Yeah, that's the key.
It's the
that's
delivery.
the key. The unseen troll. You're thinking this map is going to be just a normal map, and then Shen's goes in here with the troll bridge. Always has the troll bridge right in there somewhere where you're not expecting it. You're thinking it's going normal, and then you're just doing laps for the next 20 minutes.
Yep.
You're like, wait. Is it just going around and around? Damn it, Shens. Did I just get pooped out of a freaking unicorn?
Sure did. Sure did. Yep. And you enjoyed it.
Oh, yeah, man. Oh, yeah. At least we know he's a spitter.
Mouth to mouth. Oh.
Miss Waffle says, shit, where's my money? Oh, that's right. You made a troll map for me too, huh?
Kira made an actual troll. She put Shrek in a map, and people shooting cannons at it.
In a map?
And it was great. She used like 4 different color layers for the eyes. Like it was a visual spectacle. It's fantastic.
I love Kira's maps. Still to this day, her maps still are in my playlist.
I mean, we could do this for a minute. Kira doesn't think she should keep building maps.
I absolutely think she should keep building maps,
right?
Guys, can we get some ones in chat?
I've not
ones
heard...
in chat for thinks that she should keep building maps, guys.
I've not heard anyone not rave about Kira's maps. And she's like, yeah, I don't want to make them anymore. Make more maps! What are you doing?
I'm not feeling enough ones, man. I need some excitement here.
My chat is usually slow on the uptake. You have to forgive them. They're a little... It takes them a while. See that?
Okay. They ride the short bus. I get it.
There's that Grim LV with a big one. Holy moly. Doom says 2. Valindra says 3. Moderator banned from the channel, please. Thanks.
Yeah. Right? Trolls. They're just taking after you. That's why they watch your channel. Mobile asshole.
Here's the thing, though. I have to say, I think it's a big misconception that people have about me. Is they think I actually enjoy the sadism. And the truth of the matter is I'm actually a masochist. And the only reason I force suffering on other people is for their benefit. It's to give them an experience they otherwise wouldn't have experienced, right? It's like sometimes you got to sit the kid in the dentist chair, strap down their arms, and just take the drill straight to their gums. You know, it's for the better, whether they like it or not, you know? I just feel like I have to be that guy because everyone these days is like, oh, I got to do what the fans like, or I got to cater to the demand. And it's just like, no, you're going to force the people to do what they need to do to properly enjoy themselves. And they just like, look at the 1 hour track now, right? The first 1 hour track, people were just livid. They were coming at me with pitchforks. Now people are demanding me to make more of them than one every season. Like,
absolutely.
They come into my chat. They're like, "When are you making the next one?" I was like, "Next season." Like, whoa. Those things take time.
At the end of the day, when we were all used to 1 minute, 2 minute maps tops, right? You were making 4 minute and 5 minute and pissing people off.
Right.
You're right. So when you made the 1 hour, people were like, God damn it, Shens. What the fuck? Now I got to sit through this map for 1 hour. But then when they saw the XP at the end of it and all the commentary you would do behind it, they had fun. So they had to shut the fuck up at the end of the day and just suck it up.
Right.
Suck it up. You guys were wrong.
Right.
You hated it, but you didn't hate it. It's like getting your butthole fondled and getting spanked to the ass at the same time. You thought you hated it, but you really liked it.
The man's got clarity. What can I say?
They thought they didn't like it touched. That's all it is.
Yeah, well, you don't know. I've said that.
Then they realized afterwards they wanted it touched a little bit more.
I've said that in my stream many times. Is you don't know until you've tried. You really don't. You think you might know, but until you've tried, you don't know.
You gotta be a trisexual, man. You gotta try it at least once. You missed on that race. It's okay. You've missed on most in your life. It's okay, Gothic.
Any more relevant? Like, I don't even know what the topic is at this point, but
we got so far off. We got so far off topic. It doesn't even matter anymore.
None of the questions I had prepared are pretty much relevant at this point. So, anything you want to throw my way before we head into the most lovely of times on these streams? Yeah, Kira's
the most lovely of times.
Yeah.
How most lovely of times are we about to have?
You know what? Let's do it. Let's do it. It's time for the Midstream Mixer!
mix-up.
$10,000 that cost me.
$10,000. That's a far price.
Yep. Okay. Here's the midstream mix-up. Most people would think, as a streamer, as a public figure, you wear the mask for your own protection. But the truth is, let's be honest, you're really protecting us from whatever godly mess is underneath that thing.
Burnt avocado status.
People have compared it to a peeled boiled egg left on the beach for a month. The inside of an oven, if it was somehow given white privilege. The surface of Mars. I would just compare it
to the back of your neck.
Surface of Mars if it was somehow less hospitable and more red.
That's why you keep that long hair. It just covers it up.
It covers it up real good. Would you care to trade some insults on each other's appearances and personalities? I'm fully game for it if you are.
I mean, I'm just wondering if we get mustache rides or broom rides after freaking dealing with you upside down.
This does tickle different, doesn't it? It does.
Yeah.
If we did lift up the mask and just kind of like held it, it would be like holding a coffee filter of moldy coffee grounds, but somehow abusing even more third world countries to produce your product.
Absolutely, it's kind of more like your taint. It's very nasty and dirty at the same time.
Would it be fair to compare your face to the inside of a 90-year-old's vagina?
Oh no, it would be more like a fucking 165-year-old. There's a little bit of ash in there too. You know what I mean?
Get those cheese, powdered milk farts.
A couple of mushrooms. You know what I mean? Growing.
Dust comes out when you queef. You know.
Hey, you fart powder all the time. Don't act like that's a new thing.
That is strictly medicinal, sir. That is strictly for medicinal reasons, and you know it.
That's what you keep telling us at the end of the day, but that's not the truth. He just hasn't come out of the closet yet.
But there's so many nice dresses in here.
I mean, if you want to look like a pretty princess in your off time, nobody's going to blame you, okay? You just got to own it. Everybody's going to still like you for who you are. Put the crown on and wear that bitch and fucking prance down that fucking aisle.
I'm prepared. I mean, if you were to take off that suit, it would kind of be like the inside of a baby's diaper, but somehow more full of shit.
Oh, my mouth is full of shit all the time, man. Have you smelled my breath? My eyes are brown. It's still coming out my ears. There's more than one dress? He has more than one? Oh, how much are you hiding from us, Shens?
Tons.
I thought it was...
It was a saunter.
Oh, my God. Oh, what have we got ourselves into? See this?
This is what happens. When you crash on a motorcycle, is it even possible for the asphalt to mess up your face more, or do you actually leave the asphalt looking worse?
Oh, I leave the asshole looking more fucked. Oh, it's. You have no idea. Have you ever seen what it looks like to look like a baby's ass after he shit all over himself? Yeah, that's about comparing my face to a fucking. You know what I mean? It's not good. It's not good. You'll do some severe gag session reflexes. It won't be pretty.
Good stuff.
You would say both. I mean, but that nothing compares to your you know. Oh man, I had something there, but I'm gonna leave that one alone.
I
mean, smell-o-vision is truth with him. You know what I mean? Have you seen this schnoz?
That was the first
Pinocchio wants his nose back, man.
That's the first troll I ever got on my stream. I was playing Hearthstone and someone came in. I was like, "Holy fuck, your nose is huge!" And then they left. I was like the first. It was the first like. What?
Oh, that was the first thing they said and just left.
That was the first ever. What's it called? Heckle. That was the first heckle I ever got streaming.
I was just saying how much I could see your monitor in your forehead.
I'm very proud. Like, see how even these wrinkles are? Like, I worked all life to get those. They're perfectly parallel. It's an achievement. I'm proud of it. I'll show it off every day. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, it keeps it nice and waxed for you guys so you can see the reflection on the screen.
I feel like your face would make Dr. Pimple Popper rethink her entire life.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. He'd rethink a lot of things after that. He'd rethink the whole value of his life.
Well, I've had a blast. What a great midstream mix-up. Any other last little lingerers there? Kind of like, you know.
No, it's been fun. It's been absolutely a great time. You know what I mean? Hey, tickle your taint, dingleberries. I mean, they're all dried up at the end of the day, just like your humor.
That's a good. I think we can end on that. That's good. That's good.
Oh, dude, it's been fun. It's been fun. Good. I appreciate you, man.
Cool. Well, now we're into the second half of the stream. Do you got a launch pad for this mad horse, or are we just gonna jump off the cliff together?
What do you mean a launch pad?
I don't know. Do you want to hit another topic? Anything?
I want to hit the bathroom unless you're gonna freaking R. Kelly yourself. I mean, I know you like a good R. Kelly session at the end of the day, but I mean, hey. Dude, he doesn't even use the plastic wrap.
That just gets in the way?
No, yeah, he takes it full stream.
Full stream. Right in.
He takes the stream on stream.
Good stuff.
He likes the yellow brick road.
If you need a quick break, we can do a quick break. That's fine.
Yeah, just for a second.
I'll solo coast here.
For a second. You guys, you can keep them entertained for 5 seconds without me, right?
I'll try. It'll be tough. But
all right, give me 5.
All right. We're gonna give DeadPool just a moment to reestablish and situate themselves. They've been struggling with bladder control issues for a very long time, and when they have to go, they have to go. It's not a matter of ability to control. They literally just do not have the control over the bowels they used to have. So we're actually taking donations. If anyone would like to donate to research into curing the otherwise incurable continuous spontaneous leakage of their bladder, DeadPool would be very happy to have your support in that matter. Also taking donations for their mental health. We're trying to orchestrate an intervention on their emotional instability. So if we could, I think it has something to do with a dead wife. I don't know. They're very broken up about it, and they seem to be projecting and defensively redirecting any critiques emotionally away from themselves in a very unhealthy fashion. So we're doing everything we can to really help out DeadPool in these hard times in their life. So any donations you can make to the cause would be very much appreciated. Make them out payable to the Shen's TV Holiday Relief Fund. It sounds like a con to just afford a vacation, but trust me, it's actually going to go to DeadPool.
You know how hard it is to use the restroom while I hear this freaking cocksucker talk about me and freaking cheat? I can't even concentrate for 5 seconds talking about mental health and relief issues. The whole time while you're relieving yourself, he's talking about relieving funds.
Can I just say?
I could use a little funds. I mean, if you want to hold it,
you had the option.
That would be the best way you can help me with relieving.
You had the option to remove the headphones, but I understand your
No,
desire to hear my voice
shit.
while you pee. I understand. My voice.
Oh my god, it makes me nice and randy.
I get it.
All right, moving into session 2.
Session 2, here we go.
Drinking enough coffee there?
This is actually !T in chat if you want to know what I'm actually drinking. I went full out for you today. I pulled out all the stops on this.
He's nuts.
Let me just pull this skull out of your chest. There we go. Great.
Yeah, he has !T's nuts.
Wow.
What?
So, can you even read that, or are you just pretending to know what's going on in chat?
I'm pretending to know what's going on in chat. I can't.
Just smile and nod. In your case, just nod, because no one can see your mouth. Thank God.
A blend of Earl Grey chamomile spirit. Licorice root powered over by lavender and sweetened. Really? That was very, very detailed there, buddy.
I pulled out all the stops. I'm telling you.
Oh man. Oh man. He pulled out all the stops, but he forgot to pull out.
How'd you know? Who told you?
Oh, you've always been an all-in guy.
What can I say? I'm a passionate man. I don't apologize.
Hey, he doesn't apologize for shit. Have you seen his nails? He owns it.
Own it. Speaking of owning it, rolling with the punches, quick-witted, all that. Where did that start for you?
High school.
Nice. Good training.
Yeah,
ground.
a lot of picking on ground. You know how it is to be a boy.
You're kind of tall, aren't you? Like, how tall are you?
Yeah, Jolly Green Opie. Ho ho ho. Hey, pa.
Yeah. That must have been fun.
Oh yeah.
When I was in school, I was best friends with my friend who lived down the road. He was over 5 feet tall in 5th grade. I didn't break 5 feet until 9th grade. So we were like the shortest and tallest person, and we were like
so you were like Mutt and Jeff.
Time.
That's an old person reference. You probably don't even remember that one.
Not even close.
Not even close.
Not even close. Was that some black and white program on television or something?
You know it. You know, with your essence of nostalgia, you would think you would actually understand who Mutt and Jeff is.
No, I know. I actually do know who you're talking about, but I was just letting you die alone on the field.
Yeah.
Just leaving you out there to die.
Just like his ball sack, just leaving it to die.
Nice. Nice.
It's becoming a powder form after this time. They can grind it up and see if anybody needs any nutrients.
It's good replacement for rhino horn as a placebo.
Yeah, they can start adding it to Red Bull. Instead of the bull testosterone, it'll be Shen's testosterone, whatever's left.
Estrogen at this point.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, when did you learn like you could weaponize that kind of rolling with the punches?
I didn't really think about it like that. It was just more of a sense of humor comeback and always being able to make people laugh on spot or just be able to come back and banter. And it's always been fun. It's always had a good laugh. I like making people laugh. If you don't like making people laugh, there's something wrong with you. And maybe not something wrong with you, but you need to seek some more Deadpool, in your life because you need to laugh more. Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. That's all it is. We're here to make you giggle, and if you're not giggling in your balls or your vajayjay, you're just not laughing hard enough.
A little bit of pee should come out every time.
Absolutely, a little bit of fucking. If your panties aren't a little yellow at the end of the session with me and Shen's, you're doing something wrong.
Very wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Very wrong. And you can sell those for a lot of money. Japanese businessmen will pay top dollar for that.
Shit, I might pay top dollar. Just make me laugh. Oh, this has been fun.
Good times. Group building. There's a question I have. Yeah, this is totally relevant. Absolutely. We were talking a little bit about kind of filtering
yellow panties.
Kind of filtering between who you do and don't let into certain communities and groups. Is there a methodology used to just build a community in the first place? Like, is there a process or a code you live by to really begin orchestrating a group of people to do something?
At the end of the day, I just try to find like-minded people, people that are driven. People, they don't have to be driven in the same way. You don't have to. As long as I see a spark in your motivation, you know what I mean? I see something gleam of your eye. You have a path that you want to go down and you know what you're doing.
Right.
And even if you don't, you have an idea.
Right.
Just an idea, because everything starts with an idea. Is it not right? At the end of the day, a spark is just a thought that you thought up and you were like, I wonder if that works. Now what you do with that spark is where it starts to drive me. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Do you take it forward? Do you actually pursue it? Do you live life? Because if you're not going with your gut feeling on the end of the day, if there's not something that you want to do and you don't try to strive towards it, then you're not in the same like-minded person as me. And I don't,
Right.
and nothing that I hate you, I just don't group myself with
Right.
you as orchestrated. You know what I mean?
Right. That's something Pixel and I touched on is kind of when you have a limited resource network, either not enough people, not enough hours, not enough money, whatever. It's very important not to waste those limited resources on non-fruitful endeavors. So I think that ties into that a lot. It's just making sure the time you're spending is with people who are going to get the most done.
Absolutely. I love Mike at the end of the day. I mean, he's very, very, very friendly, passionate, and driven in what he does. I don't always have to like everything he does, and not everybody else does either. But at the end of the day, you have to understand he's a businessman.
Yes.
He is a businessman. He is trying to do the best for his business. And if you understand that and you actually, comprehend the fact that he's just trying to move forward, you'll understand at the end of the day that that's all he's trying to do is strive for the best for you guys.
Right.
He has to hear a lot of complaints and a lot of love at all times. And he has to decipher those messages between himself.
Yep.
And he has to take other opinions from his team. So that's why he looks for a good group of people to be around him, to surround himself with. Like-minded people, by the way, to bat stuff off of, to push, bounce ideas off of, and at the end of the day, make something awesome that you guys love.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So you can't be mad at him. And how funny is the guy on stream? I mean, he makes you laugh. It's corny, quirky laugh. You laugh hard though.
He is the most adorable potato.
He is, man.
Goes.
I'm playing Fortnite with the guy, and the guy's like, I should have built a rampy, and I'm like, rampy? I built a rampy. He said I should have built a rampy. I couldn't take it seriously. I was like, it's a ramp, dude, not a rampy. But it was so childish and like fun.
Yeah.
What's up, Phase My Bullets? That's what I'm saying. It's childish fun that he always gives you, man. But at the same time, he's and like I said, I can be as foul-mouthed as I want on my stream, but you also got to go when you're going to hang out with him. You can't be like that all the time. You have to be respectful of his nature. He likes a good dirty mouth every now and then. He just doesn't want it on his stream. He'll come to yours for that.
Seriously, I try to keep up with you, but it's hard to. It's a constant river of diarrhea out of your mouth. Honestly, it's hard to keep up with.
Hey, as long as you keep gobbling it up, buddy. You just open wide.
Me and the rest of the people watching. It's just.
I mean, look at that cup. I can fill it up for you. I can fill it back up for you.
Onto the crowd. I actually saw in Discord someone was complaining about the prices in the shop of like when you convert items to coins to money and how expensive things are. It's like none of that is actually essential in any regard. And I've never looked at it as essential. I've always looked at the stuff in the marble shop as just like a way to give back to the studio. It's kind of like when NPR has like a donation and then you get a CD or a shirt or something back. It's like, I'll give the studio $20 and they'll give me a couple skins as a thank you, right? It's like that's how I really look at it. It's just kind of
investing. You're investing in the man,
right? You're not.
You got to realize that at the end of the day, you're not paying for a skin. You're investing in his concept. You're investing in his ideas.
Right.
You have to look at it like that. You can't look at it. Oh my God! It costs him $1 million. He gives away so much to you guys.
Yeah, for free.
So much
for free.
Yeah, for free. All you have to do is stream. Or go roll in tournaments. Or roll in his stream on Community Day. Or go roll in, how many others? I mean, he gives away so much.
Yeah.
Marble Fest. Hello,
Marble
guys.
Fest. 36 hours of constant. Woof. Which I won nothing in, by the way.
I got in every single one of them. I think like half of them. I couldn't win anything. I have the worst luck in winning in marbles. Like my first Community Day, I was ever able to be in. I won 2 right off the bat, right? Mm-hmm. Everybody goes, "Oh my God, first Community Day, Deadpool's awesome. He wins 2, right?"
Yeah.
I haven't won since.
Same. My last win was not counting the black and white dev from 2 seasons ago. My last win was season 9.
Oh really?
It's been 9 seasons. I've won 1 thing.
I haven't won since season 12. I've been in here since season 10, halfway through.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so and it's been fun. I mean, we're in season 18, about to be 19.
It's crazy.
Wow.
I've been here for more than half of Marvel seasons.
I've been here for almost I think a little over a year now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, a little over a year. I've been here since last June, I think.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Crazy.
And I haven't left. I think
Despite
I like playing with balls too much.
everyone praying every day that you do.
I know. They're all determined for me to go somewhere else. They're like, go play somewhere else.
Please.
Go away, that Merc with the twerk. They're more wish I would just go away because of this.
Oh, jeez. I don't know if we can show this on
Uni.
my channel.
Is she too sticky?
Where has that thing been?
She's showing all her stains.
Good Lord. Good. The things that thing has seen.
Oh, but I mean, the coolest thing is like having people like do the thing that they did with their the collar.
Yep.
I don't know if you guys have ever seen that, but one of my people made that and sent it to me.
Very nice.
Pretty cool. Nice. I mean, like that's cool. That you've hit home in some people's subcockles of their hearts to do some nice things for you. What are some of the things that people have done for you?
Lugga Belows gave me this.
Oh my God! Really?
Gamer mat with my mustache, and
that is sick.
Isn't that sick? It's crazy.
Oh, that's so sick.
As soon as I get my new place, it's gonna be like the first thing.
The power of the mustache.
I know, right? It compels people. It compels me, honestly. We're gonna be real about it.
What,
so.
for more mustache rides?
That's the most notable thing. But I've gotten shirts, I've gotten stickers, I had someone actually. Fresh Brewed Tea was a really good map builder back in the day, and he made a map that looked exactly like my character Louisiana Jones. Like, it was spot on. It was very flattering.
Really?
Kind of like your Deadpool maps, but way better because he actually cared.
Wow. Mm-hmm. You see this? This is what I got to deal with on a regular basis. I signed up for this. Somewhere down the road, I went behind a freaking dark alley and got on my knees for this. Just to get on this show, and this is how I get treated, like a $2 hooker.
You're assuming I would pay you $2.
Wow, I feel like a cheap date. I mean, at least mustache rides are free.
They are, but I mean,
yeah,
you'd have to pay me to pee in your mouth.
That's okay. I wouldn't want that dirty thing in my mouth either. We don't know where it's been, Shens. We don't know where it's been.
Do you want to know?
No, I don't want to know. That's part of the reason. I've seen more than I wanted to see.
Any questions you haven't asked that you want to ask? Since we're on the topic.
Let's take some shots from the crowd.
All right, we could open it up a little bit. We usually save that for the post show, but
okay, we'll save it for the post show then.
We'll mix it up. You know, who cares? I don't care. I had you on my channel. Does it look like I care?
Well, I mean, you do freaking gutter swallow every now and then.
Man.
How many times have you backstroked in my gutter? Mm-hmm.
On or off
Don't act
stream?
like your hands. Don't act like your hands aren't still muddy from that.
On or off stream?
A little of both. Don't act like it's not. Every Saturday you meet in a dark alley. Hey, when the mustache ride calls, you must admit.
Again, until you've tried it, you don't know.
Oh, it tickles the taint just an extra special way. Not like this. Oh.
The backpack is
yes.
It's not swords, is it?
No. The swords are coming with the new outfit. I do have swords. I do have swords.
Okay, not bad. Safety first.
But Yeah, these are a little bit more on the softer side.
Mm-hmm. I have to wonder, is there anything actually in the backpack? Ooh, that's not so safe.
That's not so safe.
Yeah.
Not so safe, kids. But yeah, we have some things.
Anything you want to share, or is that for a different kind of stream?
Yeah, that's for my OnlyFans. You gotta sign up. You gotta pay for that. That's not free. That's Deadpool After Dark, not Shen's TV. Not safe but pretty. Not so safe but pretty. Yes, it is.
Oh man. Whew. I'm just having a good time at this point.
I expect condoms.
Does this look like a man who practices safety?
Rubbers aren't going to help you here. The bag might help you. At least not throw up in your own mouth. I mean, at least if you don't throw up in your own mouth, you'll have the bag to fall back on.
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't put it over your head, at least you'll be able to throw up in it afterwards.
Right.
You got to, safety first. Keep your eyes protected at all times.
There's going to be a lot of fluids.
Hey.
He did it.
We weren't talking about how many comes out of your butt, okay?
Of him having drugs in the backpack and was not going to let it go.
Hey, we don't talk about what's in my backpack, okay? It's all your hopes and dreams. It's not like you have much anyway. That's why it's so light.
All that jostling around, they're probably shattered anyway.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kind of like a FedEx freaking delivery.
Speaking of TikToks, I actually saw someone had like this ceramic Marilyn Manson bust that was like completely shattered. And UPS was like, "Oh, we it was a damaged package." Like they didn't take any responsibility for it. They're like, "No, the shipping box was damaged." Yeah.
You have no idea. You know how
it's probably like some $10,000 hand-painted, handcrafted ceramic Marilyn Manson bust that this guy probably spent his life savings on. And they're just like, "Oops."
And UPS is just about as bad. I don't think any of them. DHL. Maybe better. I don't know. I honestly the U.S. Postal Service is probably the best of all of them. That's not being vague. I mean, that's just. They seem to care just a little bit more. Maybe they get paid a little better. I don't think they get paid better, honestly.
I don't know.
And you know how many cups I've sent out of Deadpool cups, and how many have came to their house and they're like, "Yeah, it's shattered."
Right.
Order a new one, send it back out to them. That one comes shattered.
Yeah.
Ordered another one, had that one send out, that one come back shattered. They sent it 3 different services: DHL, UPS, and FedEx. All of them came shattered. I'm like, can you guys box it up better, maybe?
It's like, it does say fragile on the thing, so maybe don't throw it onto the concrete.
There's a person right there. Grim LV got 2 of them shattered.
Nice. My friend who gave me this got these as a wedding gift to give out to the groomsmen and bridesmaids, and he got that delivered. And then a week later, another delivery showed up. It was the same thing, but they were all smashed. So it was like someone broke all of them, reported it back to the company. The company sent out a new one, and then this new one got to him before the broken ones did. But then decided to ship the broken ones anyway. Like, what is going on that happens? Like, what was the process that resulted in that scenario to unfold that way? It makes no sense.
Oh. All right, Extreme. Thank you so much for coming out and hanging out with us, man. Appreciate you, man. See you next time.
Always good.
Yeah, I don't understand. At the end of the day, it's like, I don't understand. What are you guys doing? You guys over there I swear it's almost like the Ace Ventura movie.
Yeah.
Where he was like wheel carting over the damn thing. Yeah, I swear that's exactly what they're doing. They're like having fun going, I wonder how bad we can mess this package up before we get it to the house. It's almost like a bet.
Yeah.
Don't you feel like it's a bet?
It's like a game. Just a game between the drivers. Just like, how much can they get away with before it's a problem?
It's like, how much do I hate my job? Did your boss smack you in the back of the head too much today before you went out and told you to get on it? You know what I mean? What anger issues are you taking out? Did your wife go fuck the mailman while you were there?
Maybe they.
You know what I mean?
Maybe they fucked the delivery guy.
Well, I'm saying. I mean, you being a UPS and your wife goes fucks the mailman. How hurtful is that?
That hurts.
That hurts.
That hurts. Rough time.
She can't even cheat with you with the UPS driver.
Seriously.
I mean, she had to go take it to another field. At least they handle her packages better.
That was perfect. That's got a bow on it and everything. That's real good. That's real good. That's real good.
Oh yeah, we like to sew it up there.
So Gothic Viper had a pizza delivered upside down.
What's that?
There
was a pizza delivered.
Pizza was delivered upside down. What's been your worst pizza delivery experience?
No, I haven't had a bad one.
Oh, fortunate.
I haven't had a bad one. The worst one I did have was a DoorDash though.
Mm-hmm.
The DoorDash was I had ordered some Jim Boy's taco burgers. And if you've never had a Jim Boy's taco burger, you really have to try one.
Okay.
If you have a Jim Boy's in your area,
I
understand. It's a burger.
Okay.
You're like, what's so fancy about a taco and a burger? It's amazing. They put Parmesan, Asiago cheese on it, pickles, a little mayo mustard.
Sounds good.
Oh, it's delicious. Okay? But there was a bite taken out of it.
What? Is that legal? I don't think that's legal.
A bite taken out of it.
That's
and
not
so
legal.
I know, and mind you, I'm through my one taco burger first. I didn't even notice it. You know how pissed off I was to look at the second taco burger and go, I didn't take a bite of that. Did you take a bite out of that? She's like, no, I didn't take a bite out of that. I'm like, what? So I text the freaking DoorDash because you can text them because they text you when they deliver it.
That's
I'm like, did you take a bite out of my Jim Boy's taco? She's like, no, I would never. And I go, I'm reporting it. I don't even care if you did or not. I'm going to at least announce it so I get my money back.
Right.
You know what I mean? Oh my God, but it was funny. I don't think I ever heard from that Dasher again. And now your food from DoorDash actually comes sealed.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yeah.
We have Deadpool to thank for delivery food safety. Looking out for all of us.
Could you imagine?
Looking out for all of us. Deadpool in charge of public health.
Hey, that's the last person you want involved in your public health, okay? Have you seen my face?
I try not to. I really try.
It looks like Shen's taint.
Every once in a while, you come up for air trying to get a kiss, and it's just, no, right back down. Right back down. Do not look at me. That's not what this is about.
He doesn't even come up for air when he goes down.
I don't need it. It's all that commentary with the lung capacity, Kegels, it goes a long way.
He claims Kegels. He doesn't need Kegels. He hasn't had anything real big in a long time.
Well, that's because I'm stuck with you.
Yeah. My third baby leg isn't going to freaking be able to take it. You know he can't take it. I was trying to regenerate. We weren't talking about it, okay?
All right.
It was a regeneration session.
Hey.
It's been a while. It got bit off by the last person. We're not trying to be... Wait, are we still talking about this? All right. I'm gonna move on. It was in between growth spurts. Jeez.
Yeah. I hear. Yeah, your powers are, variable.
Yeah. Just like your sense of humor. Oh, the punches. There's none pulled here.
Good stuff.
Oh, I love it. He got a little coffee on his chin. It's just like the last time of our sex session.
A little dribble, a little brown dribble. Miss Wobbles, what the heck is a witch sandwich? What do we eat?
Yeah, I want to know.
What the hell is a witch sandwich? Am I having a stroke, or did she just smack her face on the keyboard? What's going on?
might have. You know, I'll be honest. She probably smacked her head on the keyboard a couple of times.
Dozing off.
Which is great. Is that a new sandwich I need to try?
Yeah.
What deli do I get that
from? What deli? The what deli? It's on the which
is it Farm Fresh Meats?
There's a actual food chain called Which. Now I gotta look this up. I don't believe it.
What?
Sounds like she's trying to cover. Now I have to. I don't believe it.
Anybody ever say what to which?
Which superior sandwiches? Wow.
There is a such thing.
Wait a minute. $5 Wicked Wednesday. 5 meats for $5. That's a deal. I'll take it.
Oh, I can give you 5 meats for $5, baby. They won't be a foot long though.
Oh, but she spelled it wrong. It's which.
You're gonna have to be happy. You're gonna have to be happy with 6 inches.
It's which. As in like which sandwich, not which. It's which. She spelled it wrong.
Yes, she did add an H twice.
Yeah. It completely defeated the
Slacker.
purpose. Yeah. It's like you're completely missing the whole point of the name by putting the second H in there.
I thought you just smacked your head on your keyboard too hard.
I get that.
I was thinking the Windex sessions have been too long and too furious.
You do that too. I thought I was the only one. I was having a lot of trouble on Monday. I thought I went too heavy on the Windex. Everyone in chat was like, Windex? I was like, yeah, Windex. See? I'm not crazy. I'm not the only one.
Man. Oh, man.
That works, that Windex.
It's better than paint.
A little bit in your drink every day.
Mm-hmm.
Tongue goes numb. Brain goes numb. Good stuff. Better than anything you can get at the pharmacy, I'll tell you that.
I'm sure that's what's happening to creepy Uncle Joe. Little Windex a day? Oh my God, that's
Miss Waffles is blaming the Alabama public schools. That's actually a very valid excuse. My sympathies to you. You're not wrong, Miss Waffles.
You're not wrong.
The fact that you're even able to use a keyboard is a miracle.
I mean, have you seen the paint chips over there? They carry big lead. They carry a lot of lead. Lead poisoning is real in Alabama.
Although, how can you tell though? That's the thing.
I'm surprised the kids make it out alive.
Yeah. Different breed over there. Different breed.
I mean, when they got the third arm coming out of their side, you know what I mean? We got to wonder.
So that's another thing I was noticing when I was doing my research. Research went into this stream, believe it or not.
Well, you better be doing your homework.
But apparently, Deadpool is very multilingual. I was wondering what your favorite accent was.
My favorite accent?
Yeah.
Oh, it has to be the Spanish, baby. Un gato en mis pantalones. Mis pantalones.
See?
Yeah.
Local.
I always have a cat in my pants.
Yep.
You got to have a cat in your pants.
Yep.
You got to keep that pussy close.
There it is. So are we talking Spain Spanish, or are we talking Central America Spanish? What are we like?
Oh,
let's narrow this down.
I don't know. No, I don't. I mean, multilingual. But we try not to brag. You know what I mean? I don't want to get too crazy.
Fair enough. I hear you. Any other questions you'd like to throw my way?
So, at the end of the day,
yeah.
How long does it take you to get ready before your streams?
In all honesty, not counting the bath, probably 15 minutes.
Oh, so you don't shower?
I rinse off. I rinse off, but I
he doesn't dress himself either. I mean, that makes sense. You know, he's probably fucking got no pants on from the lower half. You guys just don't know it because he cuts to a scene as he's walking away, completely free-balling it. Keeps himself comfortable.
What can I
just
say?
wonder what it feels like to spill hot coffee on him. If you ever see him jump up and yelp, you know what happened. The devs dress him.
Why doesn't my cat have a Twitch account? Because she can't use a keyboard. was a stupid
Your
question.
cat has a Twitch account?
No, she said, why doesn't my cat have a Twitch account? It's because it doesn't
I
have,
don't know. Why
doesn't know how to
doesn't?
use a keyboard. It's a very stupid question.
Was it a big enough pussy? Found herself pawing at it all the time?
Hey, if I could lick myself like that, I wouldn't need to stream.
You're not wrong. You could Ron Jeremy that shit and be happy for the rest of your life. You wouldn't even have to remove a couple ribs. Yeah. Marilyn Manson that?
Just go for it. Just
yeah.
Go for it.
She knows how to use her space bar. She's practicing. Oh, I don't know about some of you guys. How much paint chips have you guys been eating lately?
Quite a dosage. Quite a dosage by my count.
Are we opening up to chat now?
I think we're good. I think it's been, at the risk of not going downhill any further.
Yeah.
I think it's a good place to call it. So, ladies and gentlemen,
I think your downfall hasn't been bad lately, but your down slope has always been accumulating for over time. Haven't you seen a stream? It's always a downhill race.
The barrel joke.
It's a surprise he doesn't smack his head on the way down. I mean, he does all the time when he goes down on me.
And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to end this YouTube portion of the stream.
Oh,
so this has been Losing Our Marbles and Talk for 2, Season 2, Episode 2 at 2 p.m. All the twos. Thank you, Deadpool, for making this, I normally say delightful, but I have not suffered this like this in my life, honestly. It has been the worst experience of my life. And I blame you for all my suffering.
You haven't had the painful session yet. That comes at 50.
Well,
you'll get that at 50.
So,
a good colonoscopy,
so
man.
You've been there twice already.
You'll feel. I've been there a couple times. I try to go back for reoccurring colostomies. You know what I mean? Bag sessions. You know what I mean? Get that extra drip.
We will continue with chat Q&A after the stream, but you have to be here live for that. We don't post that on YouTube because I don't even think YouTube would allow it to be on. So that's gonna do it. Thank you, Deadpool, again for being here. It's been wonderful, and we'll see you next week for the next episode.